Surprise, there was more to come. I am in Denver, well, Boulder right now, and hooked up in this nice hotel room, and about to do Long's Peak at 2:30 in the morning tonight. So that's going to be awesome, and I guess this is the second half of the video series that I was going to make, and yeah. So it's also been about 2 weeks since I was up in Chicago Basin with Jenna and Sal, and Long's Peak is similar to the hike going from the train stop to the basin itself. To Long's Peak, like the peak itself, is about 7 miles, something like that, with 5,000 feet elevation gain. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Total hike's about 15 and a half miles, so really looking forward to this one. It's a class 3, also known as Colorado's deadliest mountain, but I brought all the safety equipment I need, and I think I have the skill to do it, so I will update you guys more when when 1 o'clock hits and I wake up to head out for the trailhead. So see you then. So it is currently 1:30 in the morning, and I have packed all my gear right here, and I am off to the trailhead. So more updates to come when I arrive there. About a 50-minute drive. Alright, so here's some more voiceover. So I got to the trailhead at about 2:30 a.m. and it was pretty darn dark because, you know, I'm about 50 miles from Boulder, and so even with my headlamp, the phone wouldn't pick up any light. So essentially, I started my hike. I was all by myself for the first 6 miles of Long's Peak hike, and it was very scary. It was 2:30, so it was pitch black, and I wasn't sure if bears walk around at night or if it's during the day or what their seasonal habits are, but I was pretty scared, not gonna lie. You'll see an upcoming clip of how dark it was and quiet. It was spooky, but that said, once you turn off all your lights and look up, the stars are the most beautiful things you've ever seen. I mean, they are everywhere. You can see everything, even like kind of like the spiral part of the Milky Way. It's kind of cool. And but yeah, this was not ideal conditions for a schizo, so I mean, I did it though, and I ended up hooking up with a group at the Boulder field, as we'll come to find out, but that wasn't until way past the tree line, so So it's 4:30. I've hiked, I don't know, maybe 4 miles, and broke through the tree line a while ago. There's actually a Congo line of hikers down there, and this is pretty steep, but honestly not as bad as, say, Camelback or 40th Street Mountain, because when you hike those, it's honestly the heat that kills you. And well, it's like 30 degrees right now, so not too bad. So more updates to come. So a little bit after I filmed that last part with the Congo line of hikers, I reached the Boulder field and eventually met up with the group I was going to hang out with for the rest of the hike. So we took a little break in the storm shelter near the Keyhole just to recuperate and also wait till the sun comes out, because you don't want to be on those ledges when there's no light. That's just stupid. But once the sun started to rise, we made our way through the Keyhole. It was probably 50-mile-an-hour winds. It was very powerful, but it essentially acts as a wind tunnel, so it wasn't too bad. So since the sun was starting to rise, It had a nice glow on the mountains, as you'll see in these photos. It was absolutely gorgeous. And these photos were taken on the ledges, which is the first part of 4 of climbing Long's Peak. There are the ledges, the trough, narrows, and the home stretch. I didn't film anything until the home stretch because I couldn't figure out a way to get the GoPro on my helmet until right around the home stretch. So that's the only part I have filmed, but I also have film on the way down, just not on the way up. And here's also a picture of the boulder field, because since it was so dark I couldn't take any pictures at the time. However, this is what it looked like. It was massive. I wish there was more people for scale, just to show you how big those rocks were, but some of them were like 5 times my size, probably weighed a couple thousand pounds. It was massive. But yeah, as you'll see, the GoPro footage will come up soon, and you get to see the ascent up to the summit.
it all right? Okay. Oh. Man, whoa. We got a cow over here.
That thing is huge.
It's a marmot. Yeah, it looks like a beaver.
Yeah, they're so funny looking.
Well, this is the end of my two-part video series on Chicago Basin and Long's Peak. I really hope you enjoyed, and I guess now I'll end the video with some pictures I took and that the group took, and some awesome music. More to come.